Hi, this is another do-it-yourself video on this Hikeit kit that I just installed when I have a bit of spare time. And yeah, so I'm making a bit of a video on how to do it on the ZK Outlander or ZJ. It looks similar to this. What I have done is, well, first of all, with this installation procedure is you have to, according to the instruction manual, you have to turn off the car first, and then while you turn off the car, you have to wait for about 10 minutes before you start pulling any work on the car. So, you have to wait for that. So afterwards, what I have done is I work backwards compared to the instruction manual. What I have done is I install the control panel first. What I have done is, because I've got the I have no room here, so it's all occupied by the frontal sensors as well as the sonar and the frontal collision button. So, and I have no room on this side either because I've got the stop-start button there. So that is the only place that I can install the control panel. So what I have done is I drew a rectangular hole since I don't have the automatic opening hatch. Usually there's a button where the control panel switch there. So what I have done is I have drew a rectangular hole behind. Well, if you can look closely, you can see a bit of wire that actually goes around there. So I sort of cut like a rectangular shaped hole there. So I feed the wire through there with a wire feeder that goes around above the floor air conditioning duct, which is somewhere along there. That's the floor duct there. So the wire actually goes on all up and above it, and then goes onto the accelerator pedal unit there. So what I have done is I did that first compared to the usual instructions. So feed the wire through there, and now with this ZK model and ZL, they have this thing underneath the dashboard is actually a sound insulation panel. So it holds up by these little clips here. That's 5 of them. You just use a bit of a trim remover or a screwdriver. If you use a hard screwdriver, you have to be careful because these things can snap very, very easily if you place it on the wrong area. So just lift it up and pulls it out. And there's about 5 of them, and then the whole thing dangles down like this. Okay, and it's actually hold up on the corner there, where I'm not sure if you can see it. See where my finger is? It's actually there's a hole there that goes on to the side kick panel. So what I'll do is I'm going to put the phone down for a little moment. I'm going to lift this panel up, and then the whole thing will come out, and then I'll show you where all the studs are. Okay. Right, there it is. Now the whole thing comes off now, and just undo the cable. That is the floor LED. So just press in and pull. There's a little spring there. So now the whole thing comes out. see, this is the actual panel, and I just put a light on it. It's a bit of a soundproofing panel, and so that's one stud goes there. One stud goes there. That is where the steering next. That's the steering the hole for the steering wheel column, and that's one stud there. And there's one stud in one corner, in the middle, and there. That is where your knee is, or close to the knee, close to the knee airbag. So that's what it looks like. So if you need to remove the studs, that's where they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now that's out of the way. Now, as you can see, that's the floor light there. I just unclipped, and then you can just pull the cable across, and then that's where the accelerator control unit is. And then I just connect unplug it from the original cable from there, and then plug the accelerator controller cable there, and use a bit of a cable tie to tie up the cable. And of course, when you do the cable, be careful with the anything underneath there, because there is a knee airbag up there where the steering column is. So you need to be very, very careful. What I have chosen to do is I go over just rounded the wire just above the brake switch there, and then I tied it up and secured it, and all the slack I just curl it up and use the cable tie to secure it, and plugs it in, and finish off the job. And yeah, and then afterwards, just replace that soundproofing panel up there, and job's done. Simple as that. And the controller is actually quite good, and quite like it, and it makes the car engine feels alive, and actually save a bit of fuel because it doesn't have to labor that much due to the rapid pedal response. So I hope that there's a bit of help. Again, this is only a guide, and some people might do things differently or say I'm wrong. Yeah, that's fine, no problem. Just do whichever way you prefer. Yeah, there's no problem there. And basically, if you look at the instruction, make sure you read the instruction first of the actual unit before you attempt to do any of the work. If you're not sure about how to do it, please don't do it. Ask an auto electrician to do it for you. It's actually worthwhile, and it's a small price to pay, I reckon. That's it, and thank you very much for watching.